Here with D-Star.
What's up?
How's up, guys? Yes. So, D-Star, my first question for you is, what inspires you?
Music and how people react to the music is what inspires me. Like, you know, going to events and just seeing people, you know, rock a crowd. Like, to me, I find that big. Like, just the power of influence through music.
Nice, nice. So what makes you and your art different from everybody else's?
Well, I wouldn't say that much. I'm not really too different than everybody else, because at the end of the day, like, there's different fans for different genres of music. So my basis is I try to like be as versatile as possible. So I'll do some like southern flows, some northern flows, some pop shit, some EDM shit, some Spanish shit, and whatever, you know, whatever comes to mind. So that's probably what makes me different. But as far as the music, I mean, I just make hot shit, different varieties.
Dope, dope, dope. So when did you start doing what you do?
Well, probably about rapping, like writing music, about like 16 years, and then like actually like chasing it hard, you know what I'm saying? Like 8 years, and like these last 2 years I've been going extra hard, so, you know.
Nice, nice, nice. So my next question for you is, what do you think of Elefante?
Hunger. Like, first time I heard him talk about the clothing brand, you know, not too many people believed in it, but just him having the conversation of the idea of making his own clothing brand, you know what I'm saying, the inspiration, I was like, okay, you know, young nigga hungry, so that was pretty cool. And ever since that, man, we just been rocking out ever since, doing, you know, shout out to the show. I performed at my first modeling show. I never performed at some shit like that. That was cool. And you know, and the clothing is dope, so.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah, Elefante, man.
Hey.
How's up? EOE.
EOE, bro.
Yeah.
So next question for you is, what do you think is what's next for the music scene here in Orlando?
Well, right now, it's really bubbling right now. I've been going out, checking out different events, and there's a lot of showcases in the city. There's so much talent in the city that I give it 2 years. In 2 years, it'll be like the next Atlanta, next Houston, it'll be like the next city of hip hop.
Right.
And right now, I give it 1 year before we actually get like a star out of the city. So
nice.
It might be me, who knows, but you know, like one person that actually goes mainstream in Orlando will be next year, and in 2 years, everybody else will come along with it.
Dope, dope, dope. So my final question for you is, what's next for you? Like, what are your future endeavors?
Well, I got
your splash movement.
Yeah, well, right now, you know, I got like 3 projects already recorded. So, you know, it might be the Scuba Steve mixtape is probably what's gonna come next, because right now I'm just it's the summertime. I'm feeling really wavy, and we just splashing through the city. So I think Wavy Jones, the first single, City on Fire, is doing pretty well. So I don't know. I mean, if
on the radio, guys,
yeah,
on the
know,
fucking radio.
So City on Fire is
on
getting
that.
a couple spins. You know, it's pennies, but we working. And then
That's it.
you know, if that takes off, then I'll probably run with Green Fever. So either Scuba Steve or Green Fever. Will be my 2 mixtapes. And then I got another one in the back burner, and I'm still recording.
No days off, guys. Kevin Gates, this guy.
I don't get tired.
Nah. All right, guys. So thank you for coming out, man. Thank you for having us. Thank you for everything. We out here. looking dope, right?
That's just dope.
Dope, dope,
Look at
dope,
that
dope.
picture. Is
Ooh,
that
green
Dr.
oranges.
Google?
Alright, are we recording? We in there?
Yeah, man.
Alright, so here we are with my friend Soul Ray. Soul Ray, how you doing,
What's
fam?
up, man? I'm doing good.
Chillin',
Doing good.
chillin'.
What's up, peeps?
Yo, so question number one for you is, what inspires you?
What inspires me? What inspires me is people, human interactions. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? I like to make people feel something. So I like emotion is really what inspires
Right,
me.
right,
You know?
right.
And that's what I try to bring out in my music all the time.
Right.
It's just like real emotion, you know what I'm saying? Like real feeling. Because I want you to feel something. Like when you hear Soul Searching,
Right.
I want you to feel something.
Always feel.
I don't know what you
always
feel.
do.
You don't know what I feel when I sing it,
Nope.
but I want you to feel something.
Right.
I don't care what it is. But that's what really inspires me.
For too long. Yo, that song, man. Fuck, you're right. I haven't heard the song in a minute.
But
Here
you
we
still
go.
remember.
Yo,
See,
but how
that
can I
means it made
forget?
you feel something.
Yo,
That's
you know
good.
this.
That's
You
good.
know
So
this.
that means my
But
job
you know
is
this.
accomplished
You're
right
a
there.
man. Always, bro.
That's what's up.
Yeah, we in there. So what makes you and your art different from everybody else?
What makes me and my art different from everybody else is that it's individual. You know, we all different from everyone else. I see every person as like a snowflake. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's very unique. Every person has little bits and pieces that are unique. Like you and I, we might be alike in a lot of different ways.
Yeah,
But the more we
right.
hang out, the more we're going to see how different we are.
Exactly.
And that's just real. That's just
Exactly.
what life is. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
And it's just like everybody out there, we're all different.
Exactly.
So, I mean, that's what makes me different from the next singer.
Exactly.
You can interview a singer who's just as good as me. My music going to be completely different.
Exactly.
Just because you're going to feel something different from
Exactly.
them.
Amen.
You know?
Amen. So my next question for you is, when did you start doing what you do?
When did I start doing what I do? I mean, damn. It depends. If you mean like art as a whole,
As a whole.
probably when I was a little kid, man, because like I used to love just performing for my parents and stuff, and like dancing around and singing
Right.
different songs, like, and just like making them happy. Like that's always been my goal as a person, is make everyone around me happy.
Nice.
You know, I just like to see smiles on people's faces.
True.
So as long as I can remember, I've been an artist, I feel like, you know. But like really writing music and like writing songs and stuff, probably since I was like 16, and I'm 27 now.
Nice.
You know, so it's been like 11
11
years.
years.
I've been writing music and stuff, like writing
Dope.
lyrics and stuff like that.
Dope.
So, yeah.
Next question is, what do you think of Elefante?
Elefante is dope, son. Yo, I really fuck with Elefante.
That's it, bro.
Dope clothes, man. Dope vibe. I feel like it's more than clothes, though.
It's definitely more than clothes.
It's really kind of a movement.
It's a
I feel
lifestyle.
like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's a
for sure.
lifestyle.
For sure,
And I
for
really
sure.
like how y'all got like the Elefante. It's like the elephant in the room.
Mhm.
Be the elephant in the room. I remember you saying that to me one time, and it really, I was like, that's dope. Bro. Because like we all gotta be the elephant in the room, man.
Yeah,
If you're not
definitely.
being the elephant in the room,
Then you
what
ain't
are you
living.
doing?
You're a
What
robot.
are you doing? Exactly.
You're a fucking
Don't be a
robot.
sheep, be an elephant. you
Exactly.
know? Straight up, bro.
Love it. Don't be a sheep, be an elephant. That means you get slept on if you're a sheep.
Exactly.
Bro, hold up. Alright, here we go. Don't be a sheep. I wish I would have thought of that. That's genius. Alright, so next one is, what do you think of the music scene currently here in Orlando?
The music scene in Orlando is growing exponentially, man.
Without a doubt.
Every day I feel like I meet someone talented who is doing something new with music, you know what I'm saying? And it's just the more you get involved with it, the more people you meet, like from you guys, like my boy Ambi over here doing the cinematography, dope ass rapper. He's a dope ass producer now too.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
He's got a lot of
He's
money.
coming up, bro. And
Yeah.
everyone here in Orlando I feel like has that same vibe, just like we coming up.
We just gotta be unified.
You know?
Man. That's what
Yeah.
this documentary is all about.
That's
is
the
to
key, bro. We
bring
gotta be
unity to
unified.
this whole
Teamwork
movement.
makes the dream work. Like they
Amen.
say, man.
Yeah, fucking
And
amen.
so, like, I really
That's
think
it.
the music scene, like, the sky is not the limit, bro. It's
past the sky.
It's past the sky. It's past the stars. You know,
Yeah,
it's in that
for
fucking
sure.
nebula, Andromeda. Or something, you know what I mean?
For sure.
Like that is the limit for Orlando
For sure.
music scene.
That's
Because there's
great.
so much talent here,
That's
yo. It's
right.
just untapped that
Without
nobody
a
has
doubt.
heard about. You
Without a
know,
doubt.
and it's just a matter of us getting together and putting it out there for the world to see.
Amen. Yeah, hell yeah, for sure, for sure. And my last question for you is, what's next for you?
What's next for me?
For you?
Shoot, bro, just making more art, you know?
Mhm.
I just want to keep doing what I do and
Right.
keep putting it out there so that people can hear it. I want to keep making you happy, first of all, because I know you already listen to my music. I know
Yeah,
Ambi
keep
already
making me
does.
happy. Oh, yeah.
I know. I want to keep making the people who like me happy
Mhm.
with the music that I make. And I want to bring it to new people.
That's what's next for me, you know.
Just keep
And it's
spreading
just
the word.
making moves until a billion people have heard my music. I'm not gonna be happy.
Amen.
You know.
You got this. You got it. I've been told you this shit.
I know.
And we're in the next one. All right, no. Mr. Soul Ray, thank you for coming out.
Jose,
We in the next one.
Hey.
We out you.
Yo, clean album. Thank you. Bless you guys for having this interview with me. I love you guys, and I love Florida. I love Orlando. Bless.
So here we are with Laura Luna, guys.
Hi.
Laura Luna, yes, we're here. Awesome. So, Laura, what inspires you?
I'm really inspired by my surroundings, my emotions, just everything. Anything that I'm feeling, I write about.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Overall, just your environment, basically.
Just my environment, yeah, exactly.
Awesome. I get it. Cool.
Yeah,
Sounds
so
good.
I feel like the songs that I was writing when I was living in New York are different from the songs I was writing when I was living in Boston, which are different from the songs that I'm writing here in Orlando.
True.
But they're all good.
They are though. So my next question is, what makes you and your art different from everybody else's art?
My art is different because it has an old vibe to it, which I feel like is really different from like a lot of the current stuff that you hear. It's all the same. It's all like either pop or trap.
Pop or trap.
Or some combination. And I'm like, I'm neither.
True.
Really, like it's very like soul music.
It's amazing.
Or singer-songwriter style. Like it's hard to categorize my genre, but I fall somewhere in there. Jazz is always something like that I feel
You fucking kill
is
it.
always like strong in my music and my songwriting. So I feel like that sets me apart from everybody else who's out there right now.
I agree.
Yeah.
Sounds good. So when did you start doing what you do? Like when did you start writing music or conducting music?
Writing, I started writing when I was about 13. I wrote my first song.
Nice.
And that was really cool. I've been singing since I was 3, which is
Nice.
pretty crazy.
Nice.
I wanted to be in the church choir, and I was too little, obviously, because I was 3.
Nice.
So my brother had to join with me,
Dope.
and you know, and
Cool
yeah,
story. And ever since then you've been singing
I've been
since 3.
singing. That's it.
Dope. So my next question is, what do you think of Elefante?
I love Elefante, obviously. I love it. It's a dope brand. I love that you guys take it so seriously because I feel like we're in an age where everybody's trying to be an entrepreneur. Everybody's trying to start their own company, but you guys are legit. And I really respect that because I'm an entrepreneur too. So.
And we're just still going.
Yeah, you're
Don't
still
stop on this
going.
one.
You don't stop.
Can't stop.
Exactly.
Yes. So what do you think is next for the Orlando music scene? Like, what do you see it going currently, Like, what do you think is next for it?
I feel like the Orlando music scene is gonna blow up really soon. There's so many people like who just love good music out here. Like,
Right.
there's such a vibe when you go to when I perform live and stuff like that. Like, you can tell that people really appreciate live music
Yeah.
and just authenticity and all that. You know, it's not just about the trap stars and all that stuff like I was mentioning before. Like, I feel like people out here just really want to hear good music, and it's awesome, you know? I feel like Orlando is a low-key college town. Like, you wouldn't think of it as like a college town, but there are a lot of college kids here.
UCF is the second biggest college.
Exactly, but would you
United States.
think Orlando college town?
Not really.
I wouldn't.
Not at all. Disney World.
Disney, exactly, you think Disney and that's it. But
Disney
there's
World.
there's a huge
Scene.
there's a huge scene out here, yeah,
for
a
sure.
young scene out here
Most
who
definitely.
just wants to hear raw shit. So it's
That's
really
what
cool.
that's what she provides. The raw shit.
Exactly.
So my last question for you is, what's next for you?
What's next for me? I'm gonna keep pushing my music so I can get everybody in the world to hear my stuff. That is my goal.
Dope.
For everybody in the world to know who I am and just my music.
Alright guys, so we're here with
My name is Ambi. Some call me Timothy Paperclip.
That's his name. All right, guys. So basically, this to start it off, man. What inspires you, bro?
The need to create, just the necessity that comes from having to create. It's like an essential force of life that you have to create something that's never been created before, something that hasn't been seen before.
So basically, when you make music, it's like making babies, basically.
Yeah, in a sense,
You're creating children.
every song is like my child. Yeah.
Interesting.
Because every child is different.
Awesome, beautiful, great answer. All right, what makes you and your art different from everybody else's?
What separates my art from everyone else's art is what separates everyone else from each other. It's just the individuality that goes into creating something that is your own. Because it's your own. It was crafted by your own hands. It was seen in your own light, in the way that you portray it, you know.
And it was conducted in your own mind.
Conducted in your own orchestra.
Exactly. Good shit. Good answer. All right. When did you start doing what you do?
I've been writing since I was like 14, which was back in like 2007, something like that. But I've been making music since about 2011. Officially, like recording. That's when I got my first microphone.
I remember
And then
those days.
ever since then I've just been
man.
trying to build and making beats and mixing and all that.
Everyone was a rapper in 2011, let me tell you.
Thank
Alright.
you, Kanye.
Cool. So what do you think of Elefante?
Unbiasedly, I can say that I love Elefante.
Where? Unbiasedly.
No bias towards that at all. But I love it. I really do love it. It's a part of me. It's who I am. It's essential to be different, to go out there and stand out, be the elephant in the room, you know?
Exactly.
I think that's really the most important part.
That's what it's all about. So what do you think about the music scene currently?
Currently, I don't really listen to the radio that much, to be honest with you, and I don't feel like I don't really need to. I listen to it enough to get a grasp of what's going on.
Right.
It's changing, it's growing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's changing, and it's probably going to change for the better.
Hopefully.
I'm hoping that it changes for the better.
Yeah, man.
Because, you know, with the change in music, you get a whole change in society. The culture that we live in, that we understand, it evolves and it changes, and that comes along with music.
I feel you.
So I'm hoping we evolve into something that's not going to destroy.
My final
music
answer, my
industry,
final
so.
question for you is, what's next for you? Like, what do you see yourself doing in the next, like, maybe 2 years, a year from
2
now?
years. I'm just gonna.
What are your goals?
Just gonna keep doing what I love. My goal is to just be better than I was the day before. That's my everyday goal.
Perfect.
To make something that sounds better, do something that feels better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I totally smell you.
That's my short-term goal. That's it right there. My long-term goal, shit.
Big and bank, motherfucker.
My long-term goal is to eat Thanksgiving with my family, and I want to pay for all the food.
Bars. All
That's
right,
my
man.
long-term goal.
Well, thank you for coming out, man.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you for coming on.
Green album. We in here like swimwear, baby. Recording.
All right. So, I have this right here. All right. That's some James Brown lyrics. This is a man. All right. So, it's the man's word. You know the song. We all know the song. I ain't got to get into it. So I chopped it up a little bit. No, not bad.
Do that again?
Little chop, little. A little chop it up, right?
Hold up. Hold up. That's fucking sick, bro. That is sick as shit.
So now I had this idea.
Okay.
I was like, well, let me just go ahead and. See what that sounds like. Maybe throw. Maybe throw something
Oh my
like
god,
that.
that's fucking sick, dude.
So I decided I was
Fucking
like,
technology.
So we kind of came out with a little something
Let
like
me hear it.
this.
Play the whole thing. Play the whole thing for us.
I'll show you a little preview of it.